Good evening and very warm welcome to Universal Toastmaster meeting number 54. Let's begin the club meeting with Club Mission. We provide supportive and positive learning experience in which member empowered to improve, develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. There are certain ground rules which will be followed throughout the meetings. First is we will refrain from speaking on three taboo topic, which is politics, religion, and sex. Second one, you will remain muted unless you are asked or requested to speak. And last but not least, we request you to use the reaction button and applause the speakers and role player. During Ramadan month, it's not easy to come and attend the meeting. So today I was reading about psychological barrier. Psychological barrier can be at individual level or at universal level or common thought. I would like to share the story of psychological barrier at universal level. It was common thought till 6th of May 1954 that it is impossible to run a mile. It is impossible for human being to run a mile under 4 minutes. Then one person named Roger Bannister proved it wrong and ran a mile within 4 minutes. Exact duration was 3 minutes 59.4 seconds on 4th May 1954. Today, more than 1,500 people run a mile within 4 minutes. And currently, the record holder is Morocco Hisham Al-Ghurech, who ran a mile with time 3.43.13 seconds. 100 years ago, everybody believed that heavy stuff don't fly. Thanks to Wright brothers, they prove it wrong also. And today we can see the aeroplanes. You know the weight of aeroplane? The average weight of aeroplane is 80 tons. These all are universal psychological barriers. What is your individual psychological barrier? You can't speak in front of audience. You can manage your time, or you cannot have your own business, or you can't be financially free. These all are needless distraction. You can break these invisible psychological barriers. You just need to believe in yourself, because believers are achievers. I can't see any guest here, just we have Toastmaster guest. I thanks to Toastmaster Raj. I requested him to come and show up the here at 4 o'clock, and he agreed. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Raj. You can introduce yourself. Toastmaster Raj and me, we are member of Friends of Yoga.
Thank you, DTM Rahim. My name is Toastmaster Raj Mehta. I'm a part of two clubs. One is Bollywood Toastmaster Club, and the other is, of course, as you mentioned, is Friends of Yoga Toastmasters Club. And I have been a member for the last 6 years. And in between, I was also part of 3 clubs. So that was G2 Toastmaster Club. However, G2 is no longer there. So yeah, that's all. And thank you, DTM Rahim, to give me this opportunity to be a part of this meeting. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raj. So as you notice that we began our meeting 5 minutes late. Now we have time because there is no guest. So I skip this all details about Toastmaster. I go directly to call our TMOD. So the person today who is hosting this meeting is very dedicated person, and by professional, he's an accountant. And I remember he joined Toastmaster 3 years ago, and today he's like, I can say that he improved a lot on the scale. If you can say the scale 1 to 10, I can say he improved at least 7 scale. So it's still 3 steps more to go. So please welcome the host of today's meeting, Toastmaster Muhammad Kutty.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you, Mr. President, for such a awesome introduction. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters. My name is Muhammad Kutty. I am going to be your Toastmaster of the day. For any Toastmaster meeting, there will be a theme. For today, our theme is food. When you think of food, I think most of you might have thought of some delicious, well-cooked food. But honestly, I'm going to disappoint you. I'm here to give you another aspect of this food and which regards to the society and the population all over the world. When I think of food, I remember a story. Once, an old man, he was walking through a countryside. When he passed by a house, he met a man. He was sitting in front of his house. He was rubbing his belly with his hands, gently rubbing. And he asked, the old man asked him why he was doing so. He told him that he ate a little bit more than he could. The old man, he passed the house and went ahead. Then he met another man. He was also sitting in front of a hut. Same, he was also rubbing his belly with his hands. When he asked him what is wrong with him, he told him he had never had food that day. This is a picture of the world. On one side of the world, there is plentiful, delicious, well-cooked food. But on the other hand, other side of the world, there is hunger, starvation, and malnutrition. Before going deep into the theme, I would like to introduce my fellow Toastmasters who are here with me to lead this meeting ahead as role players. So I would like to welcome Toastmaster Mark. He is today timing. He has the timer role today. He'll be explaining his role. Toastmaster Mark, can you please explain your role?
Good evening, and thank you very much, TMOD, for the warm introduction. My name is Mark Ilias, and today I will be the timer for this meeting. And very briefly, I will just go into the timing rule for today's meeting. We have 4 categories where I will be timing today. The first category is the prepared speeches, which takes a standard of 5 to 7 minutes. Minimum allotted time is 5 minutes, and the maximum allotted time is 7 minutes. So we'll be using the standard background timer here. That is for the prepared speeches. When you see the green background, as you can see behind me, that means you have reached 5 minutes. When you see the yellow background, it means you have reached 6 minutes. And when you see the red background, it means you have reached the 7 minutes. And plus minus 30 seconds is there, which is 30 seconds before the minimum allotted time is a grace period, and 30 seconds after the maximum allotted time is also a grace period. The second category is the educational session, which will run for 18 to 20 minutes. So the same rule applies. When you see the green background, it means we have reached the minimum allotted time. When you see the yellow, it means we have reached 19 minutes. And when you see the red background, it means we have reached the maximum allotted time of 20 minutes. Also, we have the impromptu speeches, which is the table topics. Minimum allotted time is 1 minute. When you see the green background, it means we have reached 1 minute. And when you see the yellow background, it means we have reached 1 minute, 30 seconds. And when you see the red background, it means we have reached the maximum allotted time of 2 minutes. The final part is the evaluation, which takes 2 to 3 minutes. The same rule applies. 2 minutes green background, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, the yellow background, and 3 minutes red background. kindly bear in mind that there is a plus minus of 30 seconds on all categories, which means 30 seconds before and 30 seconds after. Thank you very much. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mark, for such a beautiful explanation of the role. I have never seen somebody explain with each, he explained very well. Each kind corner, he gave us every detail. So, my next member is distinguished Toastmaster Muhammad Rahim. He's the president of our Toastmasters Club. And when I asked about the food, he told me when he heard the word food, he remembers biryani. So he is going to be the word master of the day. So could you please explain the word of the day?
Yes, sure. Thank you very much, Muhammad Kutty. Let me share the screen. Okay, you can see the screen. Yes?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So today word, it has 7 letters and it starts with C and ends with E. Okay. The meaning of this word is sudden change of mood or behavior. So can you guess the word of the day?
The starting letter is C.
C, yes. End with E, 7 letters. You can ask Uncle Google.
Caprus.
Yes. Okay. So there is no mystery now. It is a challenge to walk the walk of life with a person having problem of caprice. I show the word. Caprice always creates doubt. Now I encourage audience to use this word during the speech, but now also during round robin. Yes. Anyone would like to use this word? You are muted.
I didn't get the word correctly. What was the word?
Caprice. Caprice.
Caprice.
It means sudden change in mood or behavior.
Caprice. So that's a noun, right?
Yes.
While driving today in the morning, I found out certain drivers
Mm-hmm.
have a drive in a very caprice manner.
Great. Thank you very much. Yes, Muhammad.
Caprice is some at times caprice is a boon because we can change in the mood instantaneously.
Yes. Thank you very much. And now I hand over the stage back to our TMOD, Toastmaster Muhammad Kutty.
Thank you, Toastmaster, Distinguished Toastmaster Muhammad Rahim. So let's try to use this word caprice, and when somebody uses the word caprice, let's give him a thumbs up. Okay. Now we are entering to the main segment of the meeting, which is prepared speeches. Today we have a single speech, which is by Toastmaster Archa. Toastmaster Archa, she's an engineer. When he asked about the food, she told me that whenever she was not a foodie in the childhood, but now whenever she cooks food, she remembers the food cooked by her, by her. By the way, very delicious food. And everybody have a nostalgia to the food cooked by their mothers. Toastmaster Archa, I think she's also from Kerala like me. Whenever I think of her, I remember an epic character in our folklore. She's Unniyarcha. Perhaps she knows very well who is Unniyarcha. So before this speech, I would like to invite Archa's evaluator, Toastmaster Raj, to explain.
No. Toastmaster Midhat. Raj is.
Yes, Toastmaster Midhat. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Midhat to give us to read out the project target. Welcome, Toastmaster Midhat.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good afternoon, everyone. My speaker is going to attempt the project Prepare for an Interview. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to present himself or herself well in an interview. All the best, timer. Please note down the speech length will be for 5 to 7 minutes. All the best. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Midhat. So let us welcome Toastmaster Archa for a speech. Welcome, Toastmaster.
Okay, unmute, please.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Kutty. So my interview is going to be Toastmaster Mohammad. So let's begin the interview.
Yeah. Toastmaster Mark, when I start to speak, you just start the timer. So whatever he said before, it is without time, okay? Now you
Okay,
can
then.
start
Noted.
the time.
Noted.
Okay, welcome Archa. So please introduce yourself and tell me about your current job.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Archa. I am an electrical engineer. I did my BTech in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from GKM College of Engineering in India. After that, I came to UAE and I started working as an electrical design engineer in Adib Electrical and Electronics, and I worked there for more than 4 years. Then I got a job in Donia Consulting as an electrical engineer, and I worked there for more than 3 years. Currently, I work in ABL Technical Services, and I've been working there as an electrical engineer for more than a year now. And we are in the testing and commissioning sector, and I do the site inspections, factory acceptance test, and also reviewing of documents and drawings. That is what I'm doing currently right now.
Okay, great. In your most recent role, what there is a time when you had to overcome a significant challenge?
Yeah, our client and consultant, our client is Diva and our consultant is Atkins. So they had a doubt of whether I'll be able to fit in the testing and commissioning sector very well because I'm a lady engineer. And so I proactively started taking part in testing and visiting the site and making the site observation reports, etc. And also the factory acceptance test, I used to proactively take part in them. Also, my reviewing skills with my drawings and submittals were exceptionally appreciated by Diva. So I slowly but steadily stepped forward and converted all their negative biases and the negative opinions to positive.
That is nice. How do you manage deadline pressure?
I must say I work harder when there is a deadline. I get motivated to work even more better and efficiently when there is a deadline. I prioritize my work from the most important ones to the least important ones. The most important ones, I directly plunge into them and I try and complete them before the deadline. And the least important ones, I'll keep it for a later time, or even if that is little bit urgent, then I'll delegate it to somebody else. So I work very efficiently in a deadline.
Okay, so it means that and dedication work to others. Now,
Yes.
my next question, what skills and strengths can you bring to this position?
Yeah, I'm well versed with engineering packages such as ETAP, Revit MEP, Dialux, AutoCAD, and Microsoft Office, all these engineering packages. Also, my mathematical skills and my engineering astuteness were immensely recognized and appreciated by my previous employers. And also I bring an experience of more than 8 years to the table. So these are all the strengths and skills that I bring to the job.
Okay. So, Madam Archa, what are you most proud of in your professional life so far?
I must say I'm the most proud of my ADDC certification, which I obtained from the Abu Dhabi Distribution Company 3 years back. That is what I'm most proud of, not only because it was a very tough exam and a very strenuous exam, because you need to score above 80% to pass in that exam. That is one of my biggest proud moments in my career. And also, like I take up tasks which other engineers tend to avoid, like because they are very cumbersome, and I complete it. And one such task was doing the technical deviation for a concrete cable trench, and I did the cost and time deviation of that. And it was first given to many other senior engineers. They avoided it, and the project manager gave it to me finally. And I completed them well before time. And our client Transco, it was my previous job. Our client Transco was very impressed with that.
Okay. So my next question is about future. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself holding a senior engineer position, and also doing contributing to the company to its growth and its fame through my experience and skills. Also, I'm interested in pursuing a master's degree, and also I want to become a chartered engineer within next 5 years.
Okay. My last question. Why should we hire you?
I'm a very passionate professional who is very dedicated to her work and is determined to acquire new skills and knowledge in her field. Besides that, I'm also very much interested in taking the company to our next level. And I'm also to the next level.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that whatever
And
you are
my skills perfectly align with all the requirements of the job.
Okay. I have observed that you have achieved a lot and you are so proud of your achievement, and I can see that a dedicated engineer with us. So welcome on board, and you can collect your offer letter from the Mohammed Kutty. Over to you, Mohammed Kutty.
Thank you. Both of you have done. An engineer was interviewing another one. Very nice interview. So the timer, please, Toastmaster Mark, can you present the timing report? Sorry, you are muted.
My apologies, I'm back. Yeah, I quickly want to apologize for keeping the green background throughout the initial period of the speech. I wanted to keep the white background, so my apologies for that. The total time was 6 minutes, 42 seconds for the entire speech, which means she's qualified for voting, but since she's the only prepared speech presenter for today, it means there will be no voting. So congratulations, Toastmaster Archer. Over to you, Tia Modi.
Thank you. Timer. We could now going to the next session, which is very interesting session, by the way. Let me tell you our habit of overeating. Why do we eat? Actually, we are forgetting the aim, the intention of the food. The food is to replenish our energy and to make us healthy. On the other hand, normally what we do is we are eating for our taste buds, not for our bellies. And eating eating again and again, it makes us overweight and obese. How many of you know that about 2.8 million people are dying each year due to the diseases related to obesity? This, when we eat more, it results in uncomfortable, uh, normally to a general uncomfortability and so many other illness as a immediate effects of overeating. As lasting effects of overeating, it will be obesity and the diseases like cholesterol, high blood pressure, blood sugar. So there are numerous diseases if we are counting. All this comes from the habit of overeating. Another aspect of the food, what I had intended was about wastage of food. When I go deeper into that topic, let me welcome one of our most experienced member of Toastmasters Club. When I joined Toastmasters, he was at Professional Toastmasters. Now also he's there. He's an engineer by profession, and he's a trainer, motivational speaker, and he has his own YouTube channel on motivational training. Join me in welcoming distinguished Toastmaster Muhammad Rahim for an education session, which is about the magical Exco. Distinguished Toastmaster Rahim, welcome to the podium.
All right. Thank you very much, Muhammad Kutty. So if you observe here that we have only few members, and because this is recorded and we have YouTube channel and we will upload that education session on YouTube channel, and that other members can also watch that videos. So my purpose here, I'm going to share the experience, not information. The things which you can easily find out on Toastmaster website, I'm not going to share that one. I just share the link. So what I'm going to share, that my experience, I have seen in Toastmaster, whoever this champion in Toastmaster, what they are currently doing, like the lady Romana Simith, or the Sri Lankan person, what they are doing currently, they are doing a leadership role. They are giving the training to those people that who can improve their communication. It is the leadership. So end of the communication, it's the leadership. Therefore, we always encourage to new members to take the part in next XCOM, where you can practice your leadership skills. You can learn the leadership skills. So let me share my screen. Okay, you can see the screen? No?
Yes, we can see your screen, but there is no
There's
comments.
a blank screen.
Blank, yeah, it's a blank screen.
Okay, let me share again. Now,
Yes, done.
okay. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So what I'm going to do that one, I will show why you want to take that role. The benefit is profession, a professionally benefit, and then I will share that what you will do as a Toastmaster. What would be your responsibilities? So I start with president. Why I need to take the role, this role. These all are my experience, my opinion. I just mention you that I involved directly or indirectly with all role. I have done this all role directly or indirectly. So first is team management. You know that there are 7 XCOM member in team, and everyone have different culture, different backgrounds, different behavior. So it will teach you that how you can manage the people who have different backgrounds and different culture, different thoughts, process, everything. So it will teach you that how you can manage a year. And remember, you are not paying anything then. It's just respect. That is very good thing, that by creating the trust between the team and you manage the team. Second one is problem solving techniques. What I mean this is, you know that whenever the problem come in XCOM or in member, you will solve the problems and you keep that people together. I just want to share some things. Let's say, I want to give the example. Some things happen in our Toastmaster that where people have different opinion about timing. So I can combine this both points, consensus techniques and problem solving techniques. So some people are working on Friday and some on Saturday and some on Sunday. So this is the problem. And because of this, we are suffering. But what we did, we created the Google form and where we get the data and we decided. And we know that some people, they are, we can convince them, and we know that they respect our words. I just want to share that Toastmaster method. She's working on Saturday, and I know she told me that Saturday it would be difficult for her to attend the meeting, but I know that how she respect of me, and how she has respect me and also my words. I trust in him. There her, and therefore I say, okay, Mr. No problem. Let's see, because most of people they are not they cannot attend the meeting on Sunday. So I decided, because I know that whenever I need her, she will be there. So this, in your team, you must have these kind of people. The presentation skills, in a year, you will preside almost 24 meetings. So you will improve your presentation skills and the management skills, that how you manage your meetings, how you manage the full team. That sometimes we have issues. Suppose currently we have virtual meeting, but if we go on for physical meetings, so how we will manage when club is suffering financially? We don't have enough fund to pay the hotel's bill. How we will manage? So we will decide how we'll manage. So this is like formality and responsibility. As I should tell you that as per the Toastmaster, the president will be the chief executive officer, present each meetings and train, supervise and coach the members who are demotivated to not attending the meeting. And also vision of leadership. Let me tell you what the vision of Universal Toastmaster Club, where we help to all people, all individuals to come forward and take role and be part of XCOM. And also president will vote on the behalf of club at area, division and district, region and international level. Okay. The second most important role, I must say, not president important role, but VP education. VP education is the bone of club. If VP education, that person perform his or her role perfectly, your club will flourish. So first is planning techniques. How you plan the members' role so you can achieve your goals. Goals as I mean this DCP. So the DCP, there are 6 education DCPs. So you plan it accordingly according the membership goals, members goal, and also your club goal. So members goal, maybe some members they want to improve their leadership skills. Some members they want to be a good communicator. The club goals are to achieve education points, DCP, these are 6. Organizational goal, how you organize your meetings, how to whom you want to give the role of evaluation, or GE, or speaker role, table topic role, and convince power. I have observed that new members, they always reluctant to take the big role like TMOD or GE. The VPA education is the person who convince them that you can do it, who show the way, who show the way to take the challenges. And decision power. Now, decision power, suppose you have meeting and you find out there is one role player, he couldn't join. Suppose today in a meeting, Rajeshwari, she was the evaluator for Toastmasters Archa, but when I have seen that she won't be able to attend the meetings, what I did, I just say, I request a Toastmaster method to take the role. I also share the same thought with Toastmasters Archa. As a VP education, you have to notify 2 to 3 people. These people will be like, support for your support. So whenever you need, you just give them double role. So I have some member like Toastmaster method. I know I just send her message. I know she will take 1 or 2 role, no problem. Second, I keep for myself. Whenever I need, I take the role, any role. So whoever will be the future VP education, I encourage them just to notify these members who can take the 2 or 3 roles. So I voluntarily give my name. You can give me any role, whoever will be education, okay? So then how you will do and arrange the meetings? First, prepare club success plan during month of July. So you prepare the club success plan where you will say the when will be the education session about debate, when you want to conduct the session about international speech, where will club contest, election, everything you plan. Yes, with the help and of president, VP membership, VP PR, treasurer, everyone. But you are the person to prepare club success plan. Second one is meeting planner. This is all from my side. It's not from Toastmaster. I'm just because I'm following that one because I'm doing VP education. You can say from 2018, directly or indirectly. Prepare meeting planner for 3 months, at least 3 months. So member will know that what will be my next role, next meeting roles. Okay. So prepare 3-month meeting planner, and this can be revised if any new member will join or inactive member, they become the active. And then share the agenda of every meeting at least 10 days prior to meeting. Okay. So you will just send that this is as per meeting planner that this person will be the TMOD and this person is speaker, and then you just remind every day. And then issue final agenda at least 2 days prior to meeting. So 2 days prior to meeting. Now here it is not only the responsibility of VP education to do this thing. I also encourage the members, whenever you say that you will be there, please don't withdraw, because it will be very difficult for VP education to find out the person, the role player at the last moment. And also I encourage the member, whenever you see the meeting planner, prepare yourself accordingly and prepare at least one speech in advance. So whenever you find the opportunities, you can deliver the speech. This is just a formality. As I mentioned, you can find on Toastmasters websites and resource. So whenever new member will join the club, there will be the orientation session we are conducting in Universal Toastmaster Club. Once member join, within a week, we send them message, please, what will be your preferred time to have orientation session. You assign the mentor to new member and encourage the member to deliver icebreaker as soon as possible. Okay. You can update the progress report so you can know that which member are presenting next speech, what will be the next speech. So these progress you can check, you can track the your goal. I mean, whatever the goal for DCP point, you can check also according to that. Okay. Now come the second, third one is VP membership. Here the conveyance power. Whenever whenever any person who attend the meeting as a guest, that person convince him that that is the platform where you can do the mistake and learn. So conveyance power, you have the conveyance power. And then interactive. When any person who join the meeting, VP membership is the person who interact, who take the initiative to talk with that person. So you will improve your interactive techniques and sales techniques. So how you are going to sell? I'm not saying in different way. I'm saying that sales, it means that how you want to get that member. So you know that how to convince and how you can negotiate, how you can tell them. Sometimes, in our coaching training, they are saying you always tell the person that the price of the session or charges of session is equal to the dinner, only one time dinner. So you will learn new things when you join a training. So same goes with Toastmaster. Every meetings cost you like 30 dirham or 25 dirham, where you will show your strength, where you can see your weakness and you can work on that. These are formalities. I will share this all. Why I'm saying formality, because these things you can find anywhere. I'm just sharing the experience. So these, like, once guest will come, you collect their emails and get their mobiles number and send them welcome message and follow them. If they want to be a member, you can send them form and get the fees and hand over to treasurer. Okay. So VP membership also, they prepare this club membership and also reports that how many members there. There are also 2 DCP associate with membership. That if any club have 8 new members in a year, they will get 2 DCP. So you can prepare your goal plan. And also, I would like to mention another thing. If president is not there, if president will not be able to attend the meeting, the VP education will preside the meetings. If VP education and president both are not in meeting, then VP membership will preside the meetings. Okay. VPPR, the most important person, because this is the person who encourage the outsider to attend the meeting. Okay. So first is creative. Why I'm saying the creative? Whenever you prepare the flyer, you will be the creative. You find the attractive flyer. Okay, so you become the creative. You can use the words in a different way and the colors, a lot of things. So it means you're creative. See, human minds, if you not use, it will not work. Okay, so once you start to use, your creativeness will increase, and also you boost your creativeness. Then marketing and advertisement techniques. So it means you will where you will do the marketing. You will send that on Meetup, because we have also Meetup group on Facebook, and also you can share the flyer on Toastmaster. We have UAE Toastmaster groups, and also presentation skills. So how you present that, as a VP, VPPR, when you prepare the flyer, and same goes, it will see when I was VP education, my presentation improved, because that whenever you prepare the presentation, before I was not adding the images in my presentation, but now I'm adding the images because I learned from from role of VPPR. So I add the images, it will attractive. And event planner, yes, you can be the event planner. VP PR, he will encourage the people, he will share that okay, this is the event where you can improve, where you can meet with different peoples, where you can have network, and you can create the events, like, because it's about the marketing. You can create like an event, let's outside meeting. It's a VP education can decide, sorry, VPPR. Encourage the people, okay, come there, we have outside meetings, and where we can go. Let's, in 2018, when I was VP education, and that time we visit Jablejesh, and we conducted overnight meeting. I can see the green here. Okay, VP education, as I say, that plan the public relation program, where like newsletters, when they are going to publish, or you can tell your members to share the articles uh, with you, so you can publish the newsletter. Also, you can create your own material for marketing for your club. So if there is no president, VP education, and VP membership in meeting, so VPPR will preside the meeting. Secretary. Secretary is almost a role of administrative, where the secretary will keep all bylaws, club bylaws with him or her, and also drafting. If you see that current our secretary is Toastmaster Archa, how she's preparing this all drafting, and it's look like that we were in meeting, okay? And secretary, as I mentioned, that all bylaws, all correspondence, the points, whatever we get from GE, that she can keep that record, and also that she vote for international director. And there are 3 ExCom officers, they have access for club, what called the name, so they can approve the awards, like one is president, one is VP education, third one is secretary. We call this baseline manager, sorry, baseline manager. So 3 are baseline manager: VP education, president, and secretary. Treasurer, I say financial management, they finance, they create the budget, and currently we have only this virtual meeting, so we don't have more expenditures. But if we have physical meeting, there where they prepare the financial statement and pay the hotel's bill and other things, and he will tell us that how much money we have, and how much meetings we can conduct, and how many members we need to continue. So this is just to keep this, because I can see that red light. So collect the fees and renew the membership fees, and also encourage the members to pay their fee on time. It's only 2 times in a year, and during month of September and during month of March. And last one is Sergeant at Arm. As I say, the administration skills. So because the sergeant arm in physical meeting, virtual meetings, little very few responsibility, but in physical meeting, where they will arrange the rooms, we will check that everything is there, and then also we check the timing, the timer machine, and everything. Then also every meeting that person open the meeting. In this way, he can be the host of events. Okay, and he brings some humor, that some story, so he energize the other people, other members. As I mentioned, that arrange rooms, equipment, ballot paper, greets all guests, immediately leave it that one, because it's like there is not voluntary, it's automatically, because suppose I am current president, so we will be immediate past president. Okay, I just want to share last slide. It is about teamwork. Teamwork makes a dream work. So first, VP education will encourage the outsider to attend the meeting. Now it is totally depends on the president, how he welcome president and sergeant arm, and then how the meeting quality is there. That their guest will make the mind that I am going to join this club or not. Once he make the mind, then VP education, VP membership work will start, and treasurer. They send the form and collect the fees. And after that, VP education encourage the members to deliver the speech and take other roles. So these are links, other things where you can read and find out all things there. With that, I hand over back to our TMOD. I hope it helped you, and you can see that also on our YouTube channel. And I encourage all of you, please nominate yourself. And we have election on 14th, I think 14th of May, second meeting. Second meeting will be on 14th. Yes, 14th of May. And I can see that new faces there in our XCOM. Thank you very much. Over to TMOD.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Muhammad Rahim, for such an amazing session. Whenever I attend such a session by Muhammad Rahim, I feel that he's a treasure of experience and motivation. He motivates all others in the team. So thank you. Before going to the next session, which is the most impressive session in the meeting, I would like to invite your attention to some problems we face due to food wastage. Do you have any guess how much food is wasted all over the world? How much portion of the whole production is wasted? Do you have any idea? May not. About 1/3 of the whole food produced is wasted. The main culprit is households. It means we are the real culprit. The food wastage occurs when production, processing, transportation, retail, and households. 61% of the whole food wastage is from households. So let's welcome our new Toastmaster. He's relatively new, but from his performance, I have ever seen such an experienced Toastmaster. So join me in welcoming Toastmaster Mark Elias Suleiman. He's an
you are muted, Mohammed Kutty. You are muted.
When we will welcome Toastmaster Raj, he's a Toastmaster for the last 6 years, and he's an importer of fresh fruits. So you can contact him if you need something for iftar. So welcome, Toastmaster Raj, for the impressive session. The podium is yours.
The moment table topic master comes on the screen, it's a capricing moment for nearly everyone. People, hold their hearts and just wish that they are not called upon, because impromptu speaking is something. Just one moment. My apologies. Actually, I'm in my office, so making all the sound, and right now all these people are preparing their iftar. So yes, the moment the TMOD is here, it's a capricing moment for everyone, right? Anyways, without wasting, without going into the details of what the table topic session is all about, let us directly dive into the table topic. So we have how many members today? Okay, we all are 6 members. Okay, I have about 7 topics. So I guess we all will get chance. Do we have enough time for everyone?
Yes.
Or how many can I select today?
No problem. You can go.
Okay.
Yeah. As your wish.
So as the today's theme is all about food, I have come up with something that is very close to me, and it's all about food only. If we want more food in the future, we have to, if you can see over here, we have to save our soil. So my entire topic is all about food and soil. Can I have a volunteer who would like to come first to be a part of this? Can I have a show of hands? Somebody would like to volunteer themselves?
Okay, I go.
Okay, what I'll do is DTM Rahim, I'll take you next. I'll first take the TMOD. Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Toastmaster Mohammed Kutty. So I'm going to give you the topic. The topic is, where does our food come from? Where does our food come from? Toastmaster Mohammed Kutty.
You are muted.
You are muted. You are muted.
Mr. Raj, could you repeat the topic once again?
Where does our food come from? Where does our food come from? Toastmaster Mohammed.
Yes, I got it. Okay. Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters. Being somebody who is dealing with food and in food wholesale industry, I would like to tell you the food is coming from wholesalers. But really, the food comes from nature. Nature, when I tell you nature, I think the whole energy. What we get from food is energy, right? So the food is basically coming from sun. Where do we get the energy from? It's getting from sun. And sun, soil, water, wind, all these universal forces gives us food. And we cannot ignore the work of farmers who make this for us. Normally, when I was Googling for this session, I got an information of just 5% of the price is paid. What these farmers are getting is what just 5% of what we are paying is for Ecuadorian bananas and rice from India. They are getting just 5% of the retail price. So we are owed to these natural forces and the farmers who cultivate it. That's my answer. Back to Toastmaster Mehta.
Thank you. That was an amazing speech. Now we'll have TTM Rahim.
Yes, Toastmaster Raj.
Would you do farming in Dubai? Would you do farming in Dubai? DTM Rahim.
Okay. I believe in Dubai now. Before today I think we discussed about the soil. I attended your session where I have learned that if I want to farm something, I want to plant something, it would be vegetable and fruits in my balcony. So, which vegetables? Normally, I like the green vegetables, and I will learn that how to plant that vegetables. And same goes also fruits. Some fruits it's possible. Yes, I want to plant in my balcony. When you ask about all over the UAE, I think now they are trying to harvest some things like tomatoes and other things in a lane. So I have some experience in Pakistan. I have also a few acres of agricultural land, and I have some experience that what we can harvest, and so this that I will try if it's possible and I get the chance. Thank you very much. Over to Toastmaster Raj.
Thank you, DTM Rahim. Amazing speech. I see a new member join in.
Yeah, hello.
DTM, Toastmaster. Could you pronounce your name,
No,
please?
I'm a guest.
Oh, a guest. Okay, that's fine. So, could you pronounce your name for me, please?
Daniel.
Daniel. Okay.
Yes, that's correct.
Daniel, do you know that we are right now in a session called as table topic session? Are you aware of it?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so it is an impromptu speech session where I will be giving you a topic and you will have to speak on the topic. So today's entire theme is all about food, right?
Mm.
And so far you have heard DTM Rahim speak on food. I'll be giving you
Yes.
a topic on which you'll have about 1 to 2 minutes to speak about. Okay?
Right. So you are picking the topic.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you the topic, and there is Toastmaster Mark. If you can look at his screen, he's the timer. At 1 minute, he will show you green light. At 1 minute 30 seconds, he'll show you the amber, and at 2 minutes, he'll show you the red light. Once the red light comes, you have about 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. Okay?
All right. Yeah.
All right. So here's your topic. Guest Daniel. What if there is no food in your fridge?
If there's no food in my fridge, then I will go.
What
I'll
if?
get my.
What if there is no food in your
Yeah.
fridge? Guess, Daniel, the stage is yours.
All right. If there's no food in my fridge, I will get dressed, get my wallet first of all, and get to the store. I will pick the food that I want to buy, and that's the most efficient one to consume, that gives the most energy long term. I don't usually eat sugar, so any of that junk food. So I'll buy it, go to from the store back to my home, cook it if it needs cooking. If it doesn't, then I'll just eat it, and my fridge will be still empty. And I'm finished with my speech.
Okay, thank you. And is that all? Do we have any other speakers who would like to give an attempt?
There
With
is
table
one
topic?
guest, Angel.
Angel, okay. Guest Angel, could you turn on your camera, please?
Yeah, 1 minute. Sorry. Yeah, hi.
Yes. Angel, you know about as I just explained, Daniel, about the entire rules of the session. Are you well aware of how it's done?
Sorry, I just joined 5 minutes back. I'm so sorry. Because I
Okay.
didn't get the link actually.
Okay, so what you have to do is, I'll just give you a very brief thing. So today, this is a table topic session where you have to give an impromptu speech. I'll just give you the
Yes.
topic, and off your
Yes.
head, you will have to go on. You will have a time limit to it, and that is from 1 to 2 minutes you have to speak. Minimum that you have to speak is for 1 minute. The max you can go is for 2 minutes, and there's a 30 seconds grace period. At 1 minute, you will see Toastmaster Mark show you the green light. At 1.5 minutes, he'll show you the amber, that's the yellow light. And at the 2 minutes, he'll show you the red light. After which you have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. Okay, and I would encourage you to utilize the entire time, speak as much as possible. It's fine. So, guest Angel, the question is: does soil extinction affect you? Does soil extinction affect you? You are on mute. You will have to unmute yourself. Okay, I'll give you a much easier one. I think that's difficult. How do you know an organic food from a non-organic food? How do you know an organic food from a non-organic food?
Okay. It's my first time. Okay. Usually, like here, I'm in overseas at the moment. So here, basically, we always have ripe markets here. So in ripe markets, we usually get all the organic foods, and which are like very natural based, I can say. And there are many I can say by the taste itself, the moment you taste the organic foods, like, you just like, you know the difference, like, wow, it's organic. Okay. So like in the past, I had bought this peanut butter, which was very nice, and it was organic, and the taste of the normal organic ones and the taste of the non-organic ones are completely different, definitely. So I was like, wow, the moment I just put it on the bread, and then spread it on the bread, so it was like superb, fantastic. So I can say that by the taste itself, you can get to know the difference between the organic foods and the non-organic foods. So yeah.
Thank you for the speech. And I guess we'll wrap this session up now. We have one more guest joining, but one more. Yes, that's all. Okay then. I will give the session back to our TMOD. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raj, for conducting the table topic session in such a lively way. We got two guests also in the middle, and they also had a chance to speak with us. When we speak about the food,
Toastmaster Mohammed Kutty, can we have timer report and then voting and also picture?
yes, sir.
So timer report first.
Timer. Toastmaster Ilyas, can you come to timing?
Thank you very much. Yeah, so for the impromptu speech session, we had a total of 4 speakers. The first speaker was Toastmaster TM Kutty, and he took a total time of 1 minute 52 seconds. The second speaker was DTM Rahim. He took a total time of 1 minute 13 seconds. Then we had 2 guests. Guest Daniel, he took a duration of 49 seconds. And the guest Angel, she took a duration of 1 minute 8 seconds. So I think everyone is qualified for voting. And I hand over back to TMOD as I request TM Rahim to share the voting link. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mark. And we were talking about, sorry?
Can we ask the audience to switch on the camera? We take the picture and also same time we can vote. Also. Guest Angel, Nidat, Archa. Okay, Archa, we cannot see the Archa. Yes. Okay, ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, we can proceed, right? According to Oxfam International and NGO, around 821 million people are deprived of food, especially in Central Africa, East Africa, South Sudan, mostly in African countries. In 2017, 20 million people were on the brink of starvation. Due to this COVID pandemic, it was a dreadful era. Even in some developed countries, the people were in a state of food deprivation due to this COVID emergency. But normally in our world, there are a lot of people who are deprived of food. Even in another part of the world, we enjoy all these food items. So now what I would like to share with you is what we can do to alleviate this situation. Before going into that, I would like to go to the next session of the meeting, which is evaluation session. I would like to invite Toastmaster Midhat Siddiqui to evaluate the prepared speaker, Toastmaster Archa. Toastmaster Midhat, she is a marketing and communication professional. She's director, director of Area 56. She's a very active member of Toastmasters International. Toastmaster Midhat, could you please come to the stage?
Thank you, Toastmaster Kutty. Good evening, everyone. Okay, Toastmaster Archa. So you have attended the project Prepare for an Interview. Now, when it comes for an interview, there are certain things, a criteria that we always follow. First is, what are the questions which has been asked? Second, how were the answers presented? So when I look at the way you have conducted the interview for both, for the interviewee and for the interviewer, I would say that you knew how to answer your questions. Both of you, Toastmaster Rahim and Toastmaster Arja, both of you were confident, you were professional, you knew how to structure your questions and structure your answers as well. So I would say that Toastmaster Arja, you were able to meet the objective of your project. You knew how to concisely answer all the questions which were asked by DTM Rahim. And DTM Rahim, the set of questions that you have prepared for the interview, they were apt for the situation. Since it was a job interview, I really like how you have structurized the questions. There was a proper transition from the first question till the last question. And one thing that I really like about is that the way you have structurized your answers, Toastmaster Arja, were to the point. You didn't take so much time. You had 5 to 7 minutes, and you utilized the time really well. That's one thing that I really like about things. Now, when it comes to feedback, what you could have done to take it to the next level. Now, when we talk about for an interview, it should be more of, I would say, very in a manner which is the transition is in a way that it doesn't feel like it is more robotic. So DTM Rahim, maybe while you were receiving the answers from Archa, at the end of every answer, you could have just shown some command that it's like, so that you don't have the pressure of timing on your head. You could have commented, oh, nice, thank you, Archa, so that there is a transition from one answer to the next question, and it didn't feel like that you're just doing it for the sake. This was one of my results. Secondly, for the benefit of the audience to know what exactly you are doing, maybe before the timer starts the timing, you could have given us a little background that, hey, this is going to be a professional job interview where where DTM Rahim will be the interviewer and Toastmaster Archa will be the interviewee. So you can inform this so that the audience know that, oh, okay, so this is going to be the background. And then you can request the timer to start the timing. Another thing that I really like at the end, that you were an amazing employer. Right away, you said to her that, good job, Toastmaster Archa, you have been hired. I think every interviewee, that's like a dreamer response that they expect from all their employers. That I really like how you wrap it up. The energy level was really nice. Then it was a moment where I actually felt that, oh, wow, this was a very professional interview. So to sum it all, the questions were apt, they were to the point, you knew how the transition was from the first question till the last question. Archa, you knew how to structurize your answers. They were to the point, concise, and detailed at the same time. And at the end, I really like DTM Rahim, how you wrapped up. The only suggestion or feedback I would say is that maybe you could have added a little response or comments at the end of every answer, which Archa provided, so that it shows that it's not robotic, it's more natural. And at the same time, maybe you could have given us a quick background for the interview, that what will be the scenario of this interview. Other than that, I love the session. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster Mohammed.
Thank you, Toastmasters Vidit, for such an amazing evaluation. Now we are entering to the sorry, Toastmaster Mark. Could you please read out the timing report?
Thank you very much. Wonderful evaluation by Toastmaster Midas. Very good job. Well done. She took a total time of 3 minutes 38 seconds. If there were voting on this category, you would be disqualified, but there is no voting. So thank you very much for the job well done. Over to you, TMOD.
Now it is time to call upon the people who were very eagerly watching this whole session, and we had a word of the day. I would like to call upon DTM Rahim to present the report on word of the day.
I believe no one used the word of day. Only 2 times we used during the round robin session. So I encourage all of you.
I used it twice in my TMOD speech. Sorry, Toastmasters.
Okay. Sorry, Raj.
Yes.
2 times Raj used. Thank you very much, Raj. I thought maybe no one used. Thank you, Raj. So 2 times used by Toastmaster Raj during table topic session, and 2 times during a round robin. So thank you very much. Over to Mohammed Kutty.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahim. What about what we can do to alleviate this situation? On one side of the world, there is plentiness, all this extravaganza going on, and on the other side of the world, there is what we call near to death starvation, and some people are starving to death. Here we are a culprit. We are culprit, I think, because you see, we as a member of the society, we have a responsibility to do something. Whatever we can do, what we can do is to, in my opinion, to cultivate a good food culture using whatever we need, not more than that, and reducing the wastage as much as we can, and helping out others who need for food. I think this is what we can do. Now I would like to call upon somebody who was watching the whole session with a bird's eye view. She is none other than Toastmaster Midhat Siddiqui. She's a very experienced Toastmaster and an inspiration for all of us. So I would like to invite Toastmaster Midhat to present general evaluation report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohammed. Good evening once again. So as a general evaluator, for the benefit of the guests, I would say that general evaluator is someone who takes down note for every role player that has done, whatever actions has been taking, what are the good points or positive points, what are points of improvement from throughout the session. And then at the end of the session, we present a report. So I would begin with the first role player that I saw on the screen, which was the Sergeant-at-Arms, the acting Sergeant-at-Arms, what I would say. Well, we were supposed to start at 4, but we were 5 minutes late, which was understandable. But I really like that how the acting Sergeant-at-Arms, DTM Rahim, took over the charge. They say that Sergeant-at-Arms is the person we see, the first person or the first role player that we see on the screen. And basically, whatever energy they bring on the screen is something that carries on to the next role player. So basically, they are responsible to set the momentum for every meeting. And I would say that DTM Rahim, you were able to set that momentum, even though the attendance, because of the Ramadan timings and the scheduling, is low, but still at the same time, you were able to manage and maintain that momentum of high energy from the beginning. So good job done there. As a sergeant arm, you were able to provide all the rules. What are the rules to be on an online meeting? What are the rules that we have to follow when we are at a Toastmasters meeting? So good job done there as a acting sergeant at arm. And then you handed over the stage to president, which was again done by DTM Rahim. I really like that as a leader, you knew how to keep your audience and keep your members motivated. That's what a true leader does. No matter what the situation is, they are someone who have to keep a big smile on their face, even though they are going through some troubling times or there are downfalls. And that's the quality of a true leader. And DTM Rahim, despite the fact that we had less number of participants, but still you managed to maintain that level of energy, which was contagious. And every member in the meeting knew that yes, this is something going to be an exciting meeting. So thank you so much, DTM Rahim, for ensuring that we always stay positive and motivated throughout the session. And then comes the Toastmaster of the day. And I'm going to, since he is the star of the meeting, I will talk about him at the later stage. Now we have another role player, which is known as the silent role player. We don't get to hear much from them, but yet they are the backbone of every meeting, and that is the timer of the day. Toastmaster Mark, you have recently embarked on this journey of Toastmasters, but I would commend you that you were amazing the way you have taken up the role, the way you have presented. You knew what to do. It shows that yes, you have done your homework. You knew how to present yourself. You were accurate with the timings that were presented for each segment. So whoever joins in, they were clear how we have to speak, how much do we have to speak, and what will be the assigned time for each one of us. So good job done there. And throughout the session, you were diligent. You knew how to time ourselves. Even there was a mistake while the speaker was starting their speech and you displayed the green color. But I really like that you actually stepped in and you informed everyone that that was by mistake. So that was really nice of you. Good job. I wish you all the best. And one thing is keep taking up more roles, because the more roles you take up, the more experience and the more confident you feel about everything. Now comes the word master of day again, a man who wears multiple hats, TTM Rahim. Thank you for introducing a new word. It was really interesting how you did the round robin. One little thing that I noticed, that at the end of the session, you reminded us that use the word. Maybe you could have done it throughout the session, because as a human being, we tend to forget things. We need constant reminders. So maybe you could have shown more reminders than just one at the end of the session. Other than that, thank you so much for adding a new word to our vocabulary. Now, let me see if I'm not missing anyone. Oh, yes. Then comes our speaker, which has been evaluated by the evaluator. So no tips for the speaker or the presenter who was the supporting role player for the speaker, but one feedback for the evaluator is that she need to work on the timing. That's one of the suggestion that I would give as a general evaluator for the evaluator. And then comes the table topic master. So Toastmaster Raj, I really love the vibe with which, wait a minute, I cannot see you. Okay, you are in the meeting. So Toastmaster Raj, I really love the vibe that you came up with on the screen, how you engaged everyone. You ensure that all the participants, despite if they're a new member or they just walked in, they just joined the session, you were so proactive. You knew how to make them feel more comfortable. I really like how you asked Daniel, how you asked Angel that, hey, you just joined now. Are you aware what we are doing? What are the rules? So that was really nice of you that you actually explained all the rules for them. It became much more easier. You made them feel more comfortable rather than just throwing them a topic and then asking them to present it. And I really like that you chose a professional, not a professional, but someone who has attempted table topics earlier. So that was a very nice approach for asking someone who has done that before so they can set an example for the others members. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Raj, for maintaining that energy, being motivated to every new member, even to the guest, and ensuring that all the rules have been outlined before you start the session. So good job done there. Well done. Keep it up. And thank you so much for taking up the role as table topic master. Now, just let me quickly swipe through and see if I have not missed anyone. Yes, now comes the main star of the meeting, Toastmaster Muhammad. Toastmaster Muhammad is someone who I have seen him from the first day when he embarked on his Toastmasters journey, when he presented his icebreaker speech. And from that day onwards, I feel he didn't stop learning new things, he didn't stop growing, he didn't stop growing, and he didn't stop exploring new things. Toastmaster Kuti, I really like how you did ample amount of research to present and work on this topic. You knew what to speak, you maintained the transition of the session one after another, and you didn't forget about the theme at all. That was the beauty of it. And I would say that at the end of the session, there is so much to take away from this meeting because of the theme that you brought up. And since it's the time of Ramadan, where sometimes people don't care about when they are conducting all those iftars, they are conducting all those gatherings, sometimes they miss out taking care of the food which is left over. But I really like how you highlighted the fact and how we should work towards helping the planet and saving food and not just wasting it for no reason. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad, for doing a fabulous job as Toastmaster of the day. You were well researched, you were well prepared, you knew how to present yourself, and you kept the momentum and the transition of one session to another marvelously. So I wish you all the best for your future roles. One thing that I missed out highlighting is the education session presented by the president. DTM Rahim, the beauty of this presentation, I would say, I have attended so many education sessions which are more about executive committee and telling what they have to do, what are each roles all about. The beauty of today's education session, which you presented, was that how you have highlighted and linked each and every role with an example. The thing is that when we give an example, it becomes much more easier for people to understand. So I really like that when you were explaining, you were not just reading some simple text like, okay, these are the roles, these are the responsibility for the respective role. But along with that, you knew how to give simple and general examples which everyone can relate to that. And it becomes much more easier for a newbie who is new, they have no idea what you're talking about, but giving simple examples and using simple language makes it more easier for a new person to understand. It's not something that will make them overwhelmed. So that was really interesting. You covered all the points within the duration of 20 minutes. You knew that what sort of audience you are engaging to. So you structurized your content accordingly, which was amazing. That's how someone who is presenting an education session should do. They should know that what sort of audience they are targeting, and based on that they should customize their presentation. So thank you so much, DTM Rahim, firstly for wearing so many hats throughout the meeting, secondly for ensuring that we conduct this meeting no matter what the number of the audience will be, because that's something which keeps us on tracks, on our toes, that yes, we have to do it and we can do it. That's the attitude which I have seen in you. Thank you so much. And I would say that in short, sometimes it's not just about the numbers, but it's more about the quality. And today's meeting, even though we had less number of participants, but I could say that yes, every one of us can vouch for that the quality was there. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Over to you, Toastmaster Mohammed.
Thank you, Toastmaster Midhat, for such a beautifully general evaluation. Now, before closing this meeting, I would like to recap whatever I have been speaking about. When we think of food, when I asked the other attendees about what they think about food, they told me so many fabulous things about food. But what hit in mind was this contradiction between food overeating and this starvation. Two sides of the wood, they are facing two problems. Due to one side there was ample food, and the other side there was no food. And I felt that we are responsible. We as the members of society are responsible for these issues. That's why I took this topic as theme of the day. As a closing note, what I have to tell you is we all are, we have something to do to mitigate these issues. At least we can reduce whatever leftovers having in our home, and we can offer food to somebody who is needy. There are so many non-governmental organizations all over the world providing food to the needy people. Wherever you go, you can see ways to support them. Whatever you overspend on your food will be a boon for somebody who is needy, who really need food. Now, I think we are ending to the session. I'd like to call upon our president, distinguished Toastmaster Muhammad Rahim, for closing address. Welcome, Toastmaster Muhammad Rahim.
Thank you very much, Mohammad Kutty. Round of applause for Mohammad Kutty for such a brilliant TMOD role. So I have also some role player like Toastmaster Raj. Thank you very much, sir, for to be a part here and also help us to conduct such brilliant topic session. So we love to hear from you of your feedback, that how we can improve, and you have any feedback, please go on.
Oh, the meeting was amazing. Usually I like meetings which are very punctual, and I would like to thank the TMOD to be quite punctual with each and every aspect of the meeting. And it was not that long, also it was not that short, also it was informative, at the same time it was thought provoking. So I would like to give the TMOD a round of applause, if all can join. It was an amazing job done by him. And I want to thank DTM Rahim to give me this opportunity to be a part of this meeting and to witness such a meeting. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Raj. So I can see that we have 3 guests. However, they joined little late, no problem, but we need to get their feedback. First, their introduction, name, what they do and how they heard, and then their feedback about the session, whatever they witnessed. So I call Madam Angel.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. My name is Bhavna. I'm actually joining from UAE. I have joined Toastmasters before, but for online basis, I think this is my second time I've joined online. I'm working into IT field, so I'm an IT support person. So my main objective to join the Toastmasters is to gain the self-confidence in me and prepare the speech. And because if you must have noticed that I'm I just want to avoid that in middle when I'm talking.
Yes.
So I need to be more confident, and I like the way the other Toastmasters here are so confident when they are speaking. So I really want to gain some knowledge from them as well.
Of course. This is the Toastmasters is a platform where we encourage the people to make mistake and improve further and grow together. Yes, everyone is, see, this is a universal problem to use the
And I can say this is the best platform to just improve yourself every day, because we learn from our mistakes, definitely.
Yeah.
But the way we are confident every day, so yeah. So
of course,
I really like the way the outlook is.
Yes. We will help you by end of this meeting. If you have question further about these things, we can sit. No problem.
Sure.
Okay, then we have another guest, Toastmaster Daniel.
Hello.
Hi.
I have heard about your club at Toastmaster International website, so I have found it and plan to join the meeting. And You see me here. I'm also in UAE now, in Ajman. I was traveling from Dubai, so I was 1 hour late for the meeting due to the traffic conditions. I'm a businessman in blockchain field and currently expanding my connections network in UAE. So I like the meeting and I wish you all a great evening.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I request to both of you, if possible, can you share your contact details so we can touch with you, and if you need any further information, also I share my number. You can also send me the message. This is my number. And you can share your contact detail also. You can send me directly, no problem. Okay. So in Toastmaster, you know, everyone is winner, but someone has done little better than other. We call the winners and we appreciate them by showing the certificates. So here, let me share my screen. Okay, can you see the screen? Yeah, I hope you can see. Mohammed
Yes, you
Kutty?
can see, but it's blank.
I don't know what is the issue today. Anyway, let me share again. And now,
No, still it is blank actually.
wait, this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is the first page. This is the curiosity I did show. Anyway, so winner of table topic goes to our guest Angel. So I can say this Toastmaster. Now, please give me your name, so I will correct the name because I
Yeah,
write down as the US. Yeah,
it's
you can send it to
Bhavna.
me. Yeah,
I will just type it on the chat box.
yeah. Okay, I will correct and I will send you. Okay.
Yeah.
So evaluator, you know, she were overshooted, and then best speaker goes to Toastmaster Archa. Our next meeting will be on 7th of May, and during the Ramadan, you know, you can see that only few people are here, and our timing is 4 o'clock. But after Ramadan, we will conduct our meeting at normal time, which is 7:30 p.m. Okay, and we meet on first and third Saturday. So we will see you all on 7th of May at 7:30 UAE time. With that, I adjourn the meeting. If you have any question, we can sit and we can explain you. I stop the recording.